Happy Sunday, everybody. Steve Ritter here again. Another beautiful, cloudless, sunny, hot day in Abu Dhabi, just like all the others. so, um, I'm excited about today. I talked before about the wonder of technology these days, and having all my music on my phone, and being able to go through Apple Music or whatever, not Apple Music, and finding all these old songs I used to love, and some I found growing up, as a kid growing up, teenager in the early to mid '80s. I was really into contemporary Christian music, and Amy Grant and Michael W. Smith and all that. One band I really liked was Petra, and some of my friends, Christian friends, they didn't care for it too much. They didn't like the rock aspect of it or whatever. And that's okay. That's fine. I mean, that's some music I like, some I don't. But there's one song in particular that they played, and it wasn't even one of their rocky, hard, super guitar songs or whatever. This song from the early '80s, "More Power to You," and I've got a link to it down below if you want to listen to it. One of my favorites, and it's just such an encouragement to me. And I just it's kind of funny. I just wanted to kind of use that as the stepping off point for talking about this. I was reading in Ephesians. I was just working my way through the Bible, and I finished the book of Ephesians, and there's a couple of verses in there, and that's what I read, a couple of verses in there, and I'm like, oh, that's where they got this song from, a lot of the verses and things. So I just want to kind of touch that to encourage you today, as it encourages me, that song and these certainly these verses. So the first one is Ephesians 3, 16 through 19. So I pray that out of his glorious riches he may strengthen you with power through his Spirit in your inner being, so that Christ may dwell in your hearts through faith. And I pray that you, being rooted and established in love, may have power, together with all the Lord's holy people, to grasp how wide and how long and how high and deep is the love of Christ. And so the power there, I love that, and so the song starts off. You say you've been feeling weaker by the day. You say you can't make the joy of your salvation stay. And how many times do we feel that? As Christians, we fail, or we stumble, or we just don't feel worthy. We don't feel strong enough. We just, it's like the world keeps just pounding us down, and just like, you can't go on any longer. And this is the verse here. This and some of these other verses is, God imbues us with power to be conquerors in this world, to make it through. He's overcome the world. More power to you. I love that. Another verse is Ephesians 6, 10, 11. So as you go through the song, there's a bridge, the bridge in there, and it says, "So be strong in the Lord and in the power of his might. Put on all his armor and fight the good fight." And this, I think this comes from Ephesians 6, 10 through 11. So which says, "Finally, be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Put on the full armor of God, so that you can take your stand against the devil's schemes." And I just love that. Strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. Be strong in the Lord and in his mighty power. And he's there. He's there. He's fighting for us. He's there for us. He gives us that power. And one other verse too is actually from Acts, where Jesus, right before the ascension, he talks in Acts 1, verses 4 through 5, and then verse 8. And on one occasion, while he was eating with them, he gave them this command: "Do not leave Jerusalem, but wait for the gift my Father promised, which you have heard me speak about. For John baptized with water, but in a few days you will be baptized with the Holy Spirit." And then in verse 8 he says, "But you will receive power when the Holy Spirit comes on you. And you will be my witnesses in Jerusalem and in all Judea and Samaria and to the ends of the earth." And I just, I love that. I mean, God, we aren't to go through this world cowering and hiding and just enduring and dodging the explosions of the enemy and dodging through and all that. I mean, we're conquerors. He's given us that power and that encouragement. And that comes from the Lord. So I think about that. There's one particular line in that song, that same bridge that I was talking about. It says, "In all of our weakness, he becomes so strong. He gives us the power and the strength to carry on." And I think about that. When I hear that, I think about that poem, "Footprints in the Sand." And it's true, and it was those times of weakness that he carried us, and he gives us power and strength to carry on. So, and then there's one other thing. I just think this was clever wordplay, but one other line in the song, it says, "But good things come to them that wait, not to those who hesitate. So hurry up and wait upon the Lord," which that's such great wordplay, but it's true. Hurry up and wait upon the Lord. Wait upon the Lord and His power, His majesty. So I hope this was an encouragement. I love the song. Give the song a listen. Try it out. It's a great song, and so it's an encouragement to me when I think about God and I think about the love He has for us, and that He wants us to be strong in Him. So have a happy Sunday, and we'll see you next time.